Hi everybody, welcome to this qualifying round free video guide for Expert Division in the Summer Major 2023. Please give me a thumb up on the video if you don't mind, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. We're playing on the newly reworked Porthello Cove. Got a few drops here to use as references and some tweaks and suggestions for anything that I didn't quite drop. Should get you qualified more than easily though. Remember to take a practice token, put in some additional tweaks and adapt the suggestions here to your clubs, balls and play style. Timestamps in the video description down below. Good luck. Here we go. I'm going to play aggressively down the right hand side actually as a suggestion here, setting up with the rock, left edge of the red ring touching the rough, and we're going to be with the rock level 8 at the top of +5, rock level 9 at the top of +4. Then we switch to our APOC and sniper bag, going with 5.8 top spin and 3 bars right spin. You don't need to use a precision ball, but it does help on this drive. It's going to be a full OP drive with a semi-shaky needle. Max +10 here if you don't fancy this aggressive drive. Then you can of course play down on the left hand side and either use the Guardian to reach green in 2 safely, or go for the usual rough bump on the left, but that is a lot harder now with this rework. So max +10, full OP, no curl. Like I said, the needle is going to shake, even more so with APOC 4, so this is up to you whether you want to play this route or not. Bouncing over the rough very nicely and along the fairway, drive distance is going to be around 365 yards. The reason I'm playing right side is I like the funnel here on this rough bump. Adding spin first, half a bar of top spin, half a bar of side spin to the left, and then I'm moving left and right, finding the position there with the tip of the ball guide deliberately before the pin. You can see the funnel is quite generous there. Tip of the ball guide, 1 green square before the pin. Then we're playing landing position plus yards, so +3 with sniper 10, which will be +5 with sniper level 9. Going to play those at 70% slider, 5% elevation. 70% slider, 5 elevation. Like I said, it's up to you whether you want to play this route. If you don't fancy it, then of course play it down the left hand side for a safer birdie, but this catches the rough very nicely. I really like the funnel, I think it's pretty generous, and we sneak it in for the eagle. Small tweak needed here, but a decent look early on in the week. We're going to go with 6 backspin and a bar and a half of side spin to the right. Like I said, this will need a bit of a tweak though, but the reference I'm using here with the sniper level 10 is having the red ring touching the rough on the right at the top of +8 yards. That will be at the top of +10 if you have the sniper level 9, because you've got 2 yards less distance. In the video here, I adjust max +15, power 3 numbers, and I'm using sniper 10 numbers regardless of whether I've got sniper 9 or 10. So stick with sniper 10 numbers. Like I said, small tweak needed here. You could tweak the spin or you could tweak the landing position. I would think that spin is the easier tweak to make here, but we're bouncing very nicely and the backspin grabs beautifully here, just missing on the right hand side. So maybe reduce that right spin by a couple of clicks. We're going to set up with the quarterback here for this albatross on this par 5. White ring touching the rough on the left at P3 max rest. Then we switch to our APOC and sniper bag, have the grizzly packed as well. We're going with 3 top spin and 3 left spin. And once we've done our club switch and added spin, of course, we adjust maximum distance, 0 elevation for me. That is 5.9 rings. Then I'm going with full overpower, a really slow needle, and 2 balls of curl to the left. So look at the inside tip of the triangle, vertically aligned with the centre of the tee. Hit perfect, going to bounce very nicely over the rough and sand and along this fairway here. You're looking for a drive of around 370 to 374 yards. Second shot, make a fringe check, bullseye over the fringe where it meets the green in line with the pin. So it's the second fringe line, that's giving me +4. Then I'm adding 3.5 backspin and then backing my target up to before the bunker and aiming as follows. I want to have the ball guide stopping short of the hole, but also pointing to the left half of the cup. I'll give you a zoom in now. You can see there, just before that light green square, so about a green square and a half short, pointing at the left half of the cup. That's because the green slopes from left to right. For a +4 fringe check with sniper 10, that would be +6 with sniper 9. I would suggest you go 16% slider, 16, 1-6, 10% elevation. That is a small tweak based on the video because I didn't drop this quite dead center of the cup, so that one is a tweak. So +4 there with sniper 10, play at 16 on the slider, 10 elevation, and then we're finding it nicely there for an albatross. Okay, time to drive down the new part of the fairway here on the left over the water. We're going to use the APOC, and you need to pack the Saturn for your second shot. Bullseye in the middle of the fairway, and that will be at the top of +2 with APOC 5 and above, top of +8 with APOC 4. 5.8 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. You're going with a Kingmaker. You could actually use a Titan as well if you wanted to. If you had low wind with a Kingmaker and wanted to try and go with a Titan, then the drive would work with that. Might need to tweak the second shot though in terms of the adjustment, but making our adjustment, max +10. And we're going full overpower, no curl, and it's a really slow needle, so a good chance of hitting perfect. And this is going to bounce towards the end section of the fairway, comfortably over there, and we're getting a nice roll down on the left-hand side of this piece of fairway. Drive distance of around 375 to 380. Second shot with the Saturn, I'm adding spin first, and we're using the Saturn for the backspin. 6 backspin and 1 left spin. Then I find the minimum distance line and count up rings from min. There's 4. And there's 1 more, so that's a good reference there. 5 rings from min, and you can see here I'm aiming deliberately a little bit higher the pin with the third bounce and also a green square to the right. Now this will need a tweak if you want to try and dial it in. It's going to be tough to drop this one. I did have a look at a max backspin thorn shot, but the problem there was getting the drive distance with only 5.8 top spin, so it wouldn't have suited APOC 4 or 5. 5 rings up from min, playing 16% slider, 30% elevation, pulling this one over the bullseye. It's approximately 3% per ring from min. I think 4 is 13%, 6 rings from min will be about 18 or 19. But holding very nicely, just missing high on that one. We're going to go with APOC and sniper here and a Kingmaker, 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Then we're finding our position with APOC 5 and 6, half of the blue ring inside the rough on the right at the top of +0. APOC 4, you would have 80% of the blue ring overlapping the rough, and you will be at the top of +6. APOC 7, if you're lucky enough to have that one, you've got 20% of the blue ring overlapping the rough, also at the top of +0. Adjustment here is going to be maximum distance, 15% elevation, power 3 settings. So max +15, power 3. And then we're going to go with some curl. 0.8 ball curl to the right. So look at the inside edge of the Kingmaker, touching the inner wall of the adjustment ring. And it's just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Bouncing nicely on the fairway pad and along the next piece of fairway to set up a sniper shot. And the drive distance we're looking for is around 370 yards. Here I'm going to tweak the spin since my initial aim. We're going to go with 2.2 backspin and 3 left spin. And I'm aiming at the hole here, but having the ball guide ever so slightly short. I like the aim and I like my elevation. I don't like the power settings I'm using on this shot, unfortunately. This is over adjusted. I played with power 3 numbers. I would recommend you go with power 2 settings because it will take 0.2 off the adjustment. +5 landing position with sniper 10 will be +7 with sniper 9 in both of those cases. 82% on the slider, 5% elevation, but the tweak I would suggest, like I say, go with power 2 settings. Just knocks a little bit off the adjustment as this one is unfortunately over adjusted and we burn the left edge. Safe to green, outside chance of a drop here with only a Titan. We need a Titan rather than a Navigator in case we just into max distance. So max backspin with the quarterback, 2 left spin, red ring touching the rough, second bounce just inside the fringe there. Pause the video and get a reference or 2 on that one, but those are the points I'm looking at when spin has been added. Max +50. Power 3 settings. For me, I think this was about 14.3 rings, if I remember correctly. So I do 10 first, and then my second pull, 4.3. I do that over the bullseye. It's a bit hard to get an accurate adjustment here because you can't zoom in, but just do the best you can. This is a safe play for birdie. Ball and a half of curl to the left, and just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Don't forget that one because you don't want to come in short here. Bouncing comfortably on the fairway, and the spin holds us very nicely. You could try and tweak it if you want, maybe a bit less curl. We'd have had it in for a hole-in-one. Very difficult hole. If you're enjoying the free content and want to help keep it free and support the channel here, head over to patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Loads of different membership levels, all have the same perks. You get wind charts early, you get elevation sheets, exclusive content as well, episodes of my club guide series up there as well. So plenty to help you out as membership perks if you want to help support the channel. I'm going to show you a max curl shot here. There are slice options as well if you want to take a token or two and try and dial something in. But the max curl shot with APOC 5 and 6, half of the red ring inside the rough on the left at the top of +10. Then I'm adding my spin, 4.5 top spin, 3 left spin. Adjust max +10, power 3. Now, if you've got APOC 5 and 4, APOC 4 you will be at P3 max with 70% of the red ring inside the rough. But you're going to lose a bit of curl because you don't have, I think you lose 6% of curl compared to me with APOC 6. So if you have APOC 4 or 5, please test this one first. Max curl to the left, just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Hit perfect. The other thing, if you're struggling with the curl amount or in different wind angles, you could try side spin 4 ball and maybe add half a bar extra of side spin to the left. But all being well, you're going to park up on the side of the green for a very easy eagle wedge. NMT drive here, or rather NMT tee shot with a sniper and a kingmaker. And then we're adding spin. I'm going with 4 bars of backspin. You could, of course, set spins with a basic ball to be absolutely accurate here, but I didn't remember to do that in this video, but we still got it in. So 4 backspin only, no side, and then we're going mid +15, power 3 settings, using sniper 10 numbers. You will need wind angle tweaks on this hole. It's always one of those that needs wind angle tweaks to drop consistently, but we'll give you a good starting point. Be careful on your pull angle as well. Try and pull straightly. Hitting perfect there, we're just sneaking this in for a hole-in-one. On the drive here for this par 5, quarterback, P3 max rest, white ring touching the rough on the right. Then I'm adding spin before I club switch. I'm going with 4.8 top spin and 3 right spin. Then I switch to my APOC and Guardian bag. Please remember to back the Guardian. Adjustment here, max +5, power 3. If you're worried about a dodgy pull angle or inadvertent extra overpower or more different wind angles with less headwind, then reduce the top spin slightly. This one is designed to go fairly close to the rough, so it's up to you if you want to kind of make it a little bit safer than I'm doing here. So max +5, outer wall curl to the right, just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. And we're going to hit perfect. Bear in mind though, if you are shorter, intentionally shorter on the drive, you might need to either push up on the second shot or go with a smidgen of overpower. Rolling down nicely there, that's where I want to be, around 337. Second shot, we're going to go with 7 backspin and 1 right spin. This is an outside chance of an albatross here. You will need a little bit of a tweak. I'm going to give you a tweak based on this video. I played it 5% elevation. I should have gone 10. Really, I did try 10% in my earlier attempts and got very close, but for some reason wanted to try a different aim and then went with 5. So I'd go true club distance, 10% elevation, setting up as shown with spin added. Guardian 9 is helpful here for the accuracy and also the distance. If you've got lower level clubs with less distance, you might need to stretch out and push up. Again, you don't need the precision ball, but I did a swap here because I caught a load of great lefts. But perfect ball away, bouncing comfortably on the fairway. It is tweakable for the albatross, but if not, you've got an easy putt for your eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots, Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.